The recent 1.21 update has brought a bit of controversy in its trail, mainly focused around Minecraft's newest mob addition, the Armadillo. The Armadillo did certainly bring some interesting mechanics to the game, like Wolf Armor, but was it truly worth losing the Crab Claw and its advantages? Well, today I plan on finding that out, comparing every single pro and con of these both incredible mobs to find which one should have been superior. To compare these two mobs, I'll have three categories in which they can be compared. The first is utility, the second is design, and the third is necessity. So let's get comparing. As far as utility, both of these mobs bring interesting things to the plate. The Armadillo brings Wolf Armor, and the Crab brings the Crab Claw. Wolf Armor has been wanted in the game since wolves were added. The Wolf Armor is crafted from Armadillo scutes, can be dyed, and can drastically increase the wolf's resistance to, well, everything. The Crab Claw is interesting in that it can place blocks from far away, a very useful thing in building. Now let's compare. Crab Claws can reach far places, but Armadillos can finally help your wolf survive the harsh environment that is Minecraft. Fall damage, enemies, and even accidental hits from his owner can all be withstanded to a certain degree with this new equipment. And that's why I believe the Armadillo wins this round. Now we come to design. Now the Armadillo and the Crab can both put up a pretty good fight here. The Armadillo is wondrously blocky, with a cute little mechanic that allows it to go into its shell, curling into a ball and unroll itself. Now I'm not talking about animation, I'm talking about pure design. Just as far as the model, the Armadillo comes out a bit lacking, with its bland colors and no contrast whatsoever in body parts. And yes, I know that this is how armadillos are in real life, but this is Minecraft. Just a bit of contrast would be better to look on with my eyes. Now the Crab, on the other hand, is a gorgeous mob, with deep blues and oranges, and a bright white belly. This mob is the very embodiment of beauty in animals. Even its shape isn't lacking a bit. The perfect balance between cartoon and realistic with its large claws and elongated eyes. The Crab takes the win on this round. Now we come to the final round, necessity. Both of these mobs bring wonderful and important additions to the game, so this may be a bit tricky. The Armadillo's Wolf Armor is definitely important, as it guards our poor wolves from harm and can potentially save your wolf's life multiple times. The community has viewed this item with thanks also, as we've been waiting for this piece of armor for years. The Crab Claw is also very important from a completely different standard. It would help us create structures without having to use scaffolding or anything to a degree, which would spare us valuable building time in the end. But I believe that in the end, the Crab Claw isn't quite as necessary as the Wolf Armor is. Does that mean that the Armadillo wins? No, actually, it doesn't. The dependence on who wins comes down to one thing, the scutes that the player uses to craft the Wolf Armor. Okay, so maybe the Wolf Armor itself is a necessity, but what about how you get it? I mean, do we really need an Armadillo and its scutes to introduce this essential item to our inventory after all? Like Mojang. You could have made it out of leather, or even turtle scutes, for crying out loud. Why armadillo scales? Actually, Mojang could have made it out of ore, like how everybody wanted it, instead of making it out of some kind of weird scaly wolf armor made of some mob that really didn't need to be added as a necessity. The Crab's item, on the other hand, could not be obtained from any other mob, or ore, or block, or anything but the Crab. And that makes sense. It's a Crab Claw. Which is why the winner of my extra controversial and definitely not popular opinion mob vote is the Crab. Bias-free, won by using logic, utility, and design, this mob is the true winner of this year's mob vote. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.